Right now, companies are racing to hand off high-stakes workflows, like mortgage underwriting and contract review, directly to AI agents. But before an agent assumes authority over your production systems, you have to answer one very basic question. Can this system actually do our work reliably? Most teams use standard benchmarks. A fixed prompt goes in, travels a straight, unobstructed path, and a perfect answer comes out. But enterprise work isn't a straight line. Documents arrive late, clients change priorities, and instructions are retracted right in the middle of a process. Under those conditions, an agent might spit out the correct final text, but it got there by ignoring a critical constraint or hallucinating a missing fact. A standard test grades that final output and marks it as a success. If we want to trust these systems with real data and real money, grading the final homework isn't enough. We have to evaluate what the agent saw, decided, and changed while navigating the mess of the real world. That kind of evaluation starts with visibility. Gradia Guard is a lightweight recorder you drop into your existing setup. It captures a complete audit trail of what an agent actually encountered, which tools it fired, and what it touched in the wild. That raw audit trail serves as the baseline data for a much larger managed system of AI governance. Gradia structures messy, real-world observations into a contained Gradia Universe. Time itself is controlled. A vertical line freezes the simulated world at an exact timestamp. The past is locked. The future is grayed out. This ensures the AI cannot peek at future data to cheat. Passive monitoring will only tell you when something broke. To prove an agent is capable before it fails, you have to move your workflows into these active, tightly controlled sandboxes. In a frozen universe, we isolate variables. A timeline branches into two paths. We change one instruction and watch the agent react. Both paths play simultaneously. One succeeds, the other hits a dead end. This isolates if the AI understood the rules or got lucky. Getting to that level of proof requires a rigid process. Gradia forces every single evaluation through a 12-step certification spine. Every single step is a hard gate. If your testing rubric uses a subjective phrase like good tone, the system stops cold. It immediately throws a spec freeze blocked error, demanding you replace it with a measurable rule a grader can actually check. These locked gates aren't errors. The platform's willingness to refuse to run a sloppy test is exactly what guarantees the math works at the end. If a testing environment lets you bend the rules or use vague definitions just to spit out a passing grade, that final score is entirely meaningless. Every successful run through the universe terminates in a mathematically verifiable certificate of evaluation. It provides the raw evidence that a generic analytics dashboard often obscures. Every specific tool, dataset, and rubric is locked together with a SHA-256 fingerprint. If you manually edit a single digit of the pass rate, the signature breaks entirely. Because every single decision is logged and hashed, failures become an exact map of what went wrong. Developers get hyper-specific clusters of behavioral data telling them exactly which constraint the model misunderstood. That is a surgical fix. Compare that to the standard industry practice of buying massive piles of generic AI training data by the pound and hoping the model gets smarter. We are handing real, complex enterprise operations over to next-generation AI agents, but we are still trying to measure them using outdated, lab-based instruments. To aim properly, you need a reliable ruler. Gradia provides the exact, time-stamped, mathematically proven evidence you need to measure AI capability in the messy, complicated worlds where it actually has to work.